Bitcoin going? What's the future of Bitcoin? Hey everyone, Mr. CEO Alex here, back with another episode or another YouTube video. I apologize guys for being absent from the YouTube channel for quite some time, but I have been working on other stuffs that I will update you guys in the future. But without further ado, I definitely want to talk about what is going on with Bitcoin or crypto on a whole. I do think that a major move is going to happen with Bitcoin pretty soon, and if you stick to the end of this video, you'll definitely be able to catch the big move. Before we get started, I do want to let you guys know that you can always like my video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and feel free to comment down below if you learned anything or what your thought on Bitcoin from your perspective. But without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. Alright, so if we look on the chart, and this is the 4-hour time frame, let us go on the daily chart or the weekly chart, just to get a little less candlesticks on the chart. If you go to the weekly, you want to always start on the weekly time frame just to see like where is price. We always like to look for the weekly resistance and supports. So if we look, before we get to the support, we can see where Bitcoin made an all-time high of around 66,000. Let me see, 69,000, right? So 69,000 was the all-time high for Bitcoin, and then after it hit that, immediately crypto tanked, right? So we can look and we can see where price rejected here, then we had a bearish engulfing candlestick, and then after that price just kept tanking, right? Before this massive impulse move, we had a support form, a drop-based drop, and then we had a rally to the upside. And as you can see, Bitcoin came back to this area, right, and acted as support. It failed to move to make a new high, and because of that, price tanked. So a lot of sellers were waiting on price to break this low, and as you can see, price broke the low and it came down. It made a new low, and then price came back to retest that area as resistance. So, and in regards to looking for an entry, if you missed like an impulse or a drop move, always wait until price comes back to retest the area. It may be long, but it's better to wait until you get a retest and like a bearish confirmation in this case before you actually enter the trade. And as you can see, we had a bearish doji at the previous support, and that turned resistance, and that's where the sellers took their entries and came down. As you can see, Bitcoin is currently at a weekly resistance. We can see here where price made numerous weak rejections right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of weak rejection before moving to the upside. Then price came back down here, and this was in May, May 2021. We had 1 rejection, 2 rejection, 3 rejection, 4 rejection before moving to the upside. Then price came back down to that area of support. So as you can see, this zone is definitely a support area where Bitcoin truly respects, right? And as you can see, if you take a look at the candles, you want to also look at the momentum of the candles, guys. So as you can see, we had this massive bearish engulfing candlestick, and we had massive bearish candlesticks. And as you see that price approaches the area of support, you can see where the candle's starting to get smaller. So my best guess is to actually either wait until we get a bullish confirmation candle that is stating that price is rejecting and the bulls are coming in, before actually taking a trade here. So you can wait on maybe like a bullish doji or a bullish engulfing candlestick before actually taking a buy on Bitcoin. But as you can see, price is definitely rejecting this area. We had this massive long wick, and then we had this hammer candle, and then we have another one that ends within the next 9 hours. So hopefully next week we can have some sort of bullish candlestick that indicates that buyers are stepping into the market. But let's just go to the daily time frame and see what's going on. If we look on the daily time frame, based on my indicator, this band, we can see where once price is above the blue band, or once the band becomes blue, then the buyers are stepping in. It always works for me. And as you can see, once price is below the red band, it's still bearish. So usually when price hits a support and then start consolidating sideways, we are expecting some sort of big movement. The longer the consolidation, the bigger the movement, right? So if let's go to the first instance, which is the bullish move. If price breaks above this zone, right, and we can see where price is consolidating between these two areas, we can see where price is failing to break below this area, failing to break above this area, right? So my first guess, let's go to the line chart and see if we can see some sort of area that price is respecting. So we can see, let's see here, we can see an area right here. You can see an area right there. So that's a key area for me. That's 39,500. You can round it out to 39,500 or 40,000, whichever you guys choose. But if you look, you can see where price acted as support, then came above, then broke, and then retest, came above, retested the area, went in the break above. So we can see where this area is definitely an area to look out for. And also, if you trade supply and demand or smart money or order blocks, you can see where there's a lot of bearish candles that needs to be filled. So because of that, I do believe that once we have a break above, we should at least get 50% retracement of this candlestick. If we do the Fibonacci from here, from this high to this low, we can see where at least the 61.8 level will be right here. So that's an area as well to look out for. And if we go to the left, we can see where that area is also a key area, because price broke this support and came down to this new level and then came back down to this area again. So the 0.618 level is definitely a key area to look out for in the morning. So what I'm looking for in regards to entry, we would go to the 4-hour time frame. We want to wait until we get some sort of break of structure, break of character. We want to see higher lows form, higher highs form, before we actually take a buy in Bitcoin. Currently, we are seeing some sort of higher highs, higher lows forming on Bitcoin. But right now, price is currently at a resistance, so we're just waiting for some sort of rejection here. If we look to that side, this side, we can see where we have a structure form right here. And then, price is currently trying to reject that area. We see where it formed right there, break above, came back and retest the area, broke, and then came back and rejected the area and came down to this side. So we want to see what price is going to do in regards to that. Maybe price is going to come back down to this area and get some sort of liquidation and then make a new high to this area, right? And then come back down to this zone to confirm right here as support and then continue to the new high. So that's what we're kind of looking for in regards to Bitcoin. We want to see some sort of support, break and retest form. We want to see some sort of break above a major key area in the market, so we can actually look for possible entries. But I do feel like Bitcoin is gonna be bullish based on what we're seeing here. But let's go to the sell bias. So the sell bias, is that if price actually breaks the 29,675, if price breaks 29,675, what are we looking for? We are looking for price to continue to actually fill this entire wick, right? We want to see this wick be filled out. So that is my target. I would look to fill this wick, to get this low done, to fill this wick. So this would be a great move as well. So whether it's bullish or bearish, we would definitely want to wait to see what price is doing first before we actually take any form of entry. But for now, it's just a waiting time. It's just a waiting thing. We just gotta wait and see what Bitcoin is doing, if there's any news in regards to that. But for now, we're just waiting to see some sort of break out of the consolidation. That's it, guys, for this video. I hope you enjoy it. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below if you learned something. That's it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.